Well, hey y'all, it is NC Stoney, and I hope everybody's doing well. Hey, it's been a while since I put out a vlog. I just had a lot going on. So I just got back from vacation down on the Carolina coast. Had a wonderful week with the family. Our annual Stone family vacation. We rent a house in Nags Head, North Carolina, which is one of our favorite places. We take the kids, our boys, their families, the grandkids, my mom, my sister comes out for a few days, my niece, nephew. Very relaxing time, a great vacation. A couple weeks before that, as you may have seen from my previous vlog, is had a motorcycle trip with Georgia Ramblin' Man, Bill Foster, and excuse me, Bill Foster and John Gilbert. Three of my buddies, exceptional riding friends, and we went up to West Virginia. We had a 4-day trip, which was absolutely fantastic. I've done quite a few trips with these guys over the years. My sleeve. I've done quite a few trips with these guys over the years, and you know, we've done the western North Carolina mountains. We've done West Virginia a few times, but this time was just exceptional. I don't know why. Maybe because we hadn't done a trip in a while, but I think to a man, all of us, we were just saying what a great trip it was. Weather was great. We rode Route 16 north, out of North Carolina, all the way up to the Ohio River. The road was just perfect. It couldn't have been a better trip. We just had a good time. You know, I like riding solo. It doesn't bother me at all. Matter of fact, I prefer it most of the time. I'm not a member of any riding club or motorcycle group, and I'm not against that. It's just not my thing. But I do so look forward to the trips with these guys. It's just a ton of fun. I know I'm rattling. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, but I'm on my 2020 Iron 883 Sportster today. I had every intention of riding my Tiger. I had ridden it since our trip to West Virginia, which is going on almost a month. It has been a month. Today's the 21st. I think that we went up to West Virginia on the 18th, 19th, and 20th. I was going to ride it. A couple of reasons that I haven't. It needs a service. The service light is on it. And one thing I do not like about that motorcycle, I like pretty much everything about it, but there's a service light that comes on. It came on at 600 miles at the break-in service, and it comes on at 6,000 miles and 12,000 miles. Well, there's no way. It's got 3,900 miles on it, even after I've ridden. So we rode over 1,000 miles on this West Virginia trip. So I just haven't ridden it very much. Haven't had time. I won't get into all that. Just, you know, it's time has been tough. Has been hard to come by right now, and then I've had a lot going on at home and work. So, but anyway, this little wrench comes on. It's got a TFT screen, really nice screen, color screen. This wrench comes on, this big orange wrench. And I could have ridden it with the light on, but it's just very irritating. I don't know why that bothers me, but it seems like something's wrong with it, and I know it's not. It's just telling me that I'm past my service. Now that light comes on at either 1 year to the day from the previous service, or at 6,000 miles. Well, I don't ride 6,000 miles a year, so it was to be serviced 17th of let these people across. So it was to be serviced the 17th, of July. And I went out there and turned it on, and well, a couple days ago when I turned it on, just make sure everything was okay with it, because I hadn't moved it since back in June, and the service light came on, and I'd forgotten that stupid light stays on. Now that irritates me, because I prefer to do my own service. The major things I'll let the dealer do, but the bike only has 3,400 miles on it since it's 600-mile service, and really all it needs is an oil change, adjust the chain, clean the chain, which I do on a regular basis anyway. Check the coolant levels, just a simple service. I mean, changing the oil on that bike is one drain plug, an oil filter, and 4 quarts of oil. That's how easy it is. It's not like a Harley, a big twin. You have to have primary fluid, transmission fluid, and oil in the engine. This only takes engine oil and primary/transmission oil. The primary and transmission in a Sporty is in the they're joined together. And I just changed the oil on this bike before I went on vacation. I did a complete service on it, which on a Sportster is a piece of cake. And it's pretty easy on the Triumph too, although I haven't done it yet. Now I do have an oil filter, and I have the oil, but I just haven't had a chance to do it. But back to that light. It irritates me that Triumph makes you take the bike back to the dealer to reset that service light. Now, if you service it yourself, there's no way that a user, let me back up, there is a way, which I'll get into here in just a minute, but you have to have the service light reset to the date, if either 6,000 miles or the date the last date that you had it serviced. A year. It's basically a year from the date of service. I hope I'm not confusing this. It sounds like I am, but I know what I want to say in my head. So it's got the service light on it, and I've got the oil, and I've got the filter, I've got everything I need to do the yearly service on it. I've got the little manual thing that tells me what to do, so no big deal. Now, so when I service it, that light's going to stay on. So I either have to, take it back to the dealer and have them reset that light for about $50. I think it's anywhere from $50 to $75. And look, I get it. I understand they got to bring the bike in, they got to hook it up to the ECM of the motorcycle, and they got to go in there and reset the service light. And I'm not fussing that they won't do it for free. I wouldn't do it for free either. So now there's a way what you can do. There's a couple folks in the UK that have a way where you can go in there and reset the service light. And there's 2 ways to do it. You buy one of these, I think it's an OBD sensor, like one of these little plug-in things you put into your car, and it reads scan codes. But that won't do it on the Triumph. You have to have a piece of software that hooks to the I think I'm saying it right, OBD. It's a little scanner tool. You've seen them. I know when I get my truck serviced at the Ram dealer, as soon as I check in, they put this little square thing under the dashboard, and they scan it with an iPad-looking thing that gives you all the fault codes. Anyway, same thing with Triumph. That's how they reset the service light. Is they do that little 16-pin thing that goes in there, and of course they got a laptop, and that's how they reset the service light. Or if there's any error codes, that's how they find them. So these 2 companies in the UK, one of them does it with a Bluetooth, but they only do it to an Android phone. And I don't have an Android phone. I have an iPhone. So the issue is they don't have software that you can download for the iPhone. So there's another company, and I think it's called Dealer Tool, which you order. It's a scanner and that plugs into your 16-pin port under the seat of the Triumph, and it plugs into a PC, and you download their software, and you can go in, reset the service light, clear codes, read fault codes, and all that stuff. They both do the same thing, just one does it with a PC and one does it with Bluetooth to an Android phone. Now you can buy, they said you can buy a cheap Android phone just to run that software, you know, hook it up via Bluetooth and do it that way, but I don't want to do it that way. I don't know much about Android phones. I'm sure I could figure it out, but it seemed to me for my needs, this dealer tool is better, where I could hook it up to my laptop, just have the software run on it, and I can go in and reset the service light. So anyway, so I had to order from the UK. It's not here yet. It took about, I think it's going to be delivered this coming week. It's in Greensboro, actually. I got a tracking number on it. So it's in Greensboro, should be delivered to Trinity, where I live, this week. So I will, I'll reset that service light and do the service on the Triumph. But it does irritate me that my Triumph has that. And look, I'm not trying to knock the dealer out of money, don't get me wrong, but here's the thing, they're going to charge me probably $300 or $400, so it amounts to an oil change and reset the service light. And you know, they'll clean the chain and oil it, but I do that. So, and look, I'm not knocking the dealer. They got to make money too. They got to pay their technicians whatever their rate is. I'm not, but you know, I don't see paying $400 just for. If I had run the bike 6,000 miles, yes, and when I get to 6,000, I will take it to them and let them do the 6,000 miles. But I just don't see the point in doing that now. But that service light, that bugs the snot out of me. You know, that may have been a deal breaker. If I would have known that, I may not have bought that bike. And I'm serious about this. I love it, don't get me wrong. But I don't like the fact that they're trying to make you take that bike. You have to take that bike back to the dealer to get service done on it. And I don't know, am I making a mountain out of a molehill? I probably am. Anyway, hey y'all, thanks for riding around with me. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just out riding today. Chance of rain later this afternoon. And I haven't ridden since our trip to West Virginia, so it feels really good to get out. So y'all take care. This is Stoney. I really appreciate you guys watching, and leave a comment or two, because I always enjoy reading them and I will answer them. So we'll talk to you later. This is Stoney. Y'all take care.